kid, I was into Hot Wheels. And my mom even told me when I got older and I started collecting Hot Wheels cars that I always had to have one. And I played with them for hours and hours. I was probably 19, 20 years old. I still liked Hot Wheels, but I had a little brother. I was probably about 18 years old. He was probably 10, and he liked Hot Wheels. So I go to the store, I buy my little brother a couple cars here and there, and he had a shelf in his room, and we would, he would get the cars and open them up and put them on the shelf. Well, then I went to work for a guy doing electrical work, and the guy that worked with his brother had gotten into collecting Hot Wheels. Well, then I started collecting again. This was in 1996. I was collecting in 95, and then I met this guy, and then there was more to it once I met him when I went to work for this company. And so in 96, I really started collecting. And I ain't stopped. It's kind of like a drug addiction. I mean, it's bad. And
But is it though?
my mother, it's not, because I love it. I collect with my buddy Roscoe. Me and Roscoe, we go to the conventions together. We spend a lot of time together because we're Hot Wheels guys, and he's a custom truck guy too, okay? When my mother was still alive, I only collected for a few years. I probably had like 3,000 cars, and I was still living at their house. And I lived at home for a while because I had my own business, and I was barely scraping by. I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to pay the bills, that was it. So I'd bring Hot Wheels home. My mom would be like, Corey, don't bring any more. You've got to have them all by now. I was like, Mom, I'll never have them all. So I started sneaking them in after she went to bed. And the older I get, the deeper and deeper I get into this hobby of Hot Wheels, because I'm spending a lot more money on these cars that people, when you tell them this car is $100, they're like, $100? I'm like, well, I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for that one or that one, because I got a ton of $100 cars, okay, $100 Hot Wheels. I won't even tell you about the rest of them. And at my old house, their Hot Wheels room was a 10x10, one of the bedrooms in the house, and then I had a company come in and add on to the back of my home. I built a 300 square foot room in the back of my house, a part of my home for a Hot Wheels room. Outgrew that one. And then when we built this house, I built a bigger Hot Wheels room, which is about 200 square foot more than the previous one. And it's out of room. I got over 30,000 cars. Yeah.
Oh my.
And
That's like quarters number. I mean, that's.
It is, but what's fun about it is I have a list of the cars that I'm looking for. Hard to find stuff. And it's fun to hunt them down, and it's great to scratch it off that list when you get it. And I mean, just this past week, I found a car that I'd been looking for, and I got to scratch it off my list. I'll go to a convention in North Carolina in April, and I'll look for more cars on the list. But it's one of those things. I mean, I love the hobby, and I don't know that I'll ever get away from that one. And the same thing with this one. Is my life just revolves around cars, and it always has. Hey guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel.